Hey everyone, today we're going to be looking at the Microtech Combat Troodon with the Hellhound blade and carbon fiber top scale. This knife is definitely a grail of mine. I have been fiending after this for a long time, ever since I got back into collecting knives this year and seeing how cool the Hellhound blades look. But this guy just has a really kind of a unique design. It looks very much so like a Marfione custom. You're not going to see a lot of normal Microtech knives with carbon fiber. So that's just very cool to me. I think this is actually a signature series. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm pretty sure it is. So you can see the beautiful carbon fiber, just how the light kind of reflects off of it. This particular version is the standard Apocalypse finish. They do make this in like an OD green and a bronzed finish where the hardware is colored as such. But is this a big knife? Just starting off, the weight is, well, I'm looking at the specifications for a normal one, but I guess the carbon fiber will shed some of the weight, so I'm just going to guess it's still over 5 ounces. So it's pretty hefty in the hand, and it's pretty thick as well, but just look at this. Beautiful. And so menacing too. It's just awesome. The stitch that I have also has the Apocalypse finish, and I really love it. It's kind of just a real harsh stonewash, but it really hides wear. Not that I've worn either of those knives down, but it's just a really nice look. I think it goes really well with this. Actually, you know what? What am I talking about questioning if it's a signature series? It says it right here on the handle. So yeah, this is the Marfione dagger you might recognize, but it would be just the M, but this also has the S, which stands for the signature series. And got Tony's signature there, serial number 90, and this one also has the normal glass breaker as opposed to the DNA extractor, which some of the other versions of this knife have. Not really sure why or what the difference is, but excuse me, I'm glad that this one has the normal one, because I've heard the DNA extractor glass breaker is a pain in the ass to carry, just because it will extract your DNA whenever you reach for it. So, with true combat Troodon fashion, this has these nice kind of milling grooves on both sides of the handle. The combat Troodon and the standard Troodon of this style kind of differentiates it between the other Microtech models. Also has a ton of jimping on the side, which is very nice. So not only on the front, but the back too. And if we deploy it, you can see that this is right where your hands are going to go. Very nice handhold. You can choke up on it a little bit. You can even choke up on here if you need to. It's got the standard amount of blade play as with just about every single OTF, minus the G&G Hawk deadlock, but that's a very exclusive knife and hard to get. So this has the beautiful Hellhound blade, just awesome look. I'm gonna pull out my UTX 70, which also has the Hellhound. It's like a joke, but yeah, this guy's a satin finish. This guy's got the Apocalypse, so you can see the difference. And yeah, it's also got the signature series dagger. This one has the little Microtech logo on the pocket clip. But yeah, beautiful knives. Another thing with, and also just because this is one of the newer Microtechs that I have, if we pull out my other two dual action OTFs, we can see that these are both older. This one being a 2014, this one being a 2012. This is the Scarab Executive, and this is the Ultratech. You can see that this is the new thumb slide design, which has changed. This is just a typical kind of stair step, whereas this is an X pattern, and it's very rough. These edges right here are pretty sharp, which on one hand gives you exceptional like grip and traction when you're going to deploy and retract the knife, with the unfortunate side effect of really being very harsh on your hands. But I guess just time to build some calluses. So while we have these guys out, let's just go ahead and do a size comparison. So any other Microtech fans will probably be able to relate to and appreciate this. So you can see that the Scarab and the Ultratech are pretty much the exact same size, and they're coming in probably about an inch in terms of overall length. In terms of blade length, it's hard to say. Between the Ultratech, at least, you can see that the Scarab kind of has the same slanted part, where the blade doesn't have like a flat out open length. About half an inch, probably a little bit more in terms of blade. Same with the handle. If we want to keep here, let's do a real size comparison and just pull out everything. We got Big Daddy Halo 5. Put that down there, scoot these guys down, and make room for the little guy. So yeah, here, you know, we'll just bring all these back. Put that forward so you can see a real size comparison there. If you thought the combat Troodon was big, haha, now you feel stupid, but it's a freaking monster. So just give me a second to put all these guys away, but you can also see this is a UTX-70 also has the new thumb ramp design, or the thumb slide design, whatever you want to call it. Forget it, we'll just put them away later. Other size comparisons we can do, we can pull out the large Savenza, which doesn't look very large, up against this guy. So you can also do the 940. So beefy, big boy, but I love it. This is probably going to be my new EDC, if I'm honest. I just absolutely adore this guy. I was thinking, because I was having a hard time finding this with the carbon fiber top, but what I ended up telling myself was I could just go for the Ultratech Hellhound, which has a couple different variations. One of them with G10 and like blue hardware, which I thought was really cool. It's also got a contoured carbon fiber ones with blue hardware. So I was getting ready to make some people some offers, and then this guy popped up on the Microtech buy, sell, and trade Facebook group. So very happy with this. I traded a Benchmade Barrage, well, my Benchmade Barrage, the red one, and ended up paying about $520 in cash, when this particular version retails at $650. So for a $130 discount, I'll take it. This guy is brand spanking new. Like there's like one mark somewhere, like right there. I don't even know what that is, but I don't even care, because like I'm not gonna look at it. I'm not gonna just sit here and like, oh no, there's a mark. So it really doesn't matter to me. So I was very happy with the price, and I'm just really happy that I managed to get this guy, because I was a little worried I wouldn't be able to, or I was worried that I just have to shell out the $650 or the $680 depending on the version I wanted. Which I don't know why the bronzed finished ones are $30 more, but that's just kind of how Microtech is. But super happy with this knife. Definitely a grail of mine. I have no plans whatsoever to trade this unless it was for like a Marfion custom with carbon fiber and the Hellhound blade. So I don't know. That'd be the only thing I can think of. So, but I should probably get into some specs and quit raving about this thing. So, overall length, I think, I don't know, 9.5. Pretty big. Blade length is just under 4 inches, with the handle making up the remaining 5.7 inches. So, and the weight right about 5.5 ounces. So, beautiful knife. Hellhound Tanto blade, which I love this design so much. It's got these huge, like, it's got the blood groove and the cutouts, and then the, like, I'm not even gonna call this jimping, but the cutouts on the top of the blade, they're the exact same dimensions as the cutouts in the blade, which I think is a really nice touch. Beautiful swedge up top, which honestly feels like it's sharpened just because of how thin it is. Razor tip, and just the subtle Tanto edge. Almost not even a Tanto, which I really like about it. So, beautiful knife. Very happy with it. This has been the Microtech Combat Troodon carbon fiber handle.